Hey Martin, it's Eric. Haven't made a video in forever, obviously. And yeah, told you I'd make a video tonight, and Josh just left, so time for video making. I don't know where to start. I did not plan anything to say, so this should be a fun time. Um, I don't even know. Um, when I got home, when you dropped me off, and I was going to go watch Gilmore Girls, I yeah, went to the bedroom and found out the TV was in the living room and Natasha was still over, so that was a thing. Um, and I was really angry for some reason. Like it was unnecessary, but I was just like, I planned on watching Gilmore Girls, get my mind off work, and I just felt like Josh didn't understand, and it was dumb. So I got a little angry at him, and then it was just a dumb time. So I got into like a breakdown mode of like crying for some dumb reason, of just dumbness, and it got better because I got to use his laptop. So I watched Gilmore Girls, and then slept, and then work. Okay. So Josh took me to work, thankfully, so I didn't have to walk my first day, and well, first in the morning, I finally tried on my work shirt, and it's an extra large, but it was so small on me, like it, it just coated me. It was just a very skin conforming shape, and I was like, no. So I wore a regular t-shirt and was like, I went in and I was like, does anyone know where I can get t-shirts? And they were like, the managers don't come in till 8, and it's 7 o'clock now. And I'm like, awesome. So then I asked, how do I log in? And they're like, oh, don't you have your badge number? And I was like, no, I didn't get a badge number. And then they were all like, you should have got one at orientation. And I was like, awesome. So just a whole mess. Um, so then I went to my actual department, which I had no clue where it was, but I guessed. And I was like, is this deli? And they were like, yep. I was like, awesome. And I told them the whole shirt thing, and they were all, it was immediately like comfortable, which is cool. But I got made fun of for being bigger than my shirt. Like I was called a plus size model, jokingly, and I was like, okay, a little too early for those kind of jokes, I think, but whatever. But anyways, so the first woman I met was Vicky, and she is awesome. She's like 50 years old, possibly. Um, but she trained me. She sadly lost her husband to lung and brain cancer a year ago, but they've been suffering for like 4 years. So I kind of felt like I wanted to say I'm glad he's not suffering anymore, but I didn't. So I was just like, I'm sorry for your loss. It was weird. And like immediately started asking about my stuff, if I had girlfriends or a girlfriend or whatever. And I was like, I'm actually gay. 20 minutes of awkwardness, silentness, and then she was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, yeah, it was really awkward. But it went by pretty quickly my first day. Um, Learned a lot. I found out we make a lot of the food. I didn't know that. I just thought it was in like bags and you just dumped it out or all this stuff. But apparently, yeah. And oh yeah, fun part. Remember when I learned about antipasta? Apparently we sell it and I made it and I was like, I saw the ingredients. I was like, is this antipasto or pasta or whatever? And she's like, yeah, it is. I was like, how convenient. It was pretty awesome. But we made that and other things, and I'm learning the location of the meats. That's super confusing because people would just come up and be like, can I have blah blah blah? And I'm like, I don't know where that is. And they're like, it's right here. And I was like, well, you see on your side, you can see it, but on my side, it's a totally different view. None of it's labeled. It's not in the right place. I have to check the back wall to see if we have any cut up already or whatever. And then people ask for recommendations, like, oh, have you tried, or they don't even ask, have you tried, they just ask, oh, what's the difference between blue, 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 and blue, blue, blue? And I'm like, so now I have to spend money to try everything, to have an opinion. But we came up with a solution. I'm just going to tell the customers that I'm vegetarian and I don't eat meat, so don't ask me things, ever. But yeah, 5 minutes already. Awesome. So that was the first day. I walked home. Pretty cool. My feet were dead. So dead. Haven't walked in a really long time. Haven't been on my feet in a really long time. But that was my 7 to 1 shift. And then my next shift, my next day, today's my second day, wow, was 7 to noon. Very weird. But since Josh did the overnight, I had to walk because he gets out at 7 and I had to be there at 7. So I woke up at 4:30 with 3 alarms set just in case. At 5, not even 4:30, I just woke up naturally to those. And I got ready and all these things, and I found out it was super foggy out, and I was like, awesome, it's already pitch dark, so now I need a flashlight so people can at least see me, and since the light reflects on the mist fog thing, it was a very confusing time. So I pretty much I had like 30 minutes left and I downloaded like 20 different albums from bands and just put them on my iPod so I could blare it and not pay attention to the world pretty much. It was a good time. Um, but yeah, today was better. I felt more comfortable with the meats and stuff. It's weird. The first day I honestly was like overwhelmed. I was like, I can't do this. I don't. You have to like prepare all the food stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how to cook. I don't want to do this. It was a whole lot of panic. But today was better. I felt more comfortable. But tomorrow, reason why I'm up still at 10 p.m. is I work at 3:30 to 9:30 p.m. and I'm working with the boss of my department, Mindy, who I met today. She's cool. Just I don't know. It's gonna be new people. It's gonna be a whole new crowd because it's afternoon to night, evening shift, and not morning shift, which I prefer. So I like coming home at like 1 or 2 and relaxing. But now I get to come home, and also tomorrow I find out the schedule, so I don't even know if I'm working tomorrow Saturday morning. So hopefully not, because I work 9 till 9:30, and that's usually when I sleep if I work the next morning. Blah. Um, but yeah, so it's a job currently. I still haven't clocked in or clocked out because I don't have my badge number, but they promised me that they know I'm there and that I'm getting paid and stuff, which is super awkward and weird. Um, but it's a job for now. I'll say for now. Honestly, it's the job more than the people that I'm having the problem with. I actually really like the people. There's a person there who is 9 months pregnant, and she literally is 10 days away from getting her C-section, and she's still working. Like, what? No. No. Go home. I don't want to worry about your safety and a baby's safety, maybe twins, I don't know, just a whole lot of things. So anyways, last night I mentioned um, Adventure Time Card Wars to Josh. Finally, we went through all of our Wiccan books, or my Wiccan books, and it was awesome. Good time indeed. But anyways, Adventure Time. And he was like, or I was like, they're at Target, possibly. And he was like, oh, we can go after we watch Once Upon a Time. Because we did that. Because Natasha is letting us use her Hulu Plus account, which apparently you do have to pay for. And it's amazing because I don't have to download any shows anymore because it's all on there. It's awesome. Anyways, so he was like, oh, we can go after Target, or after Once Upon a Time. I was like, cool. So we went, and I looked all in the card area, and it wasn't anywhere to be found. But then I looked under something, and this thing, Finn and Jake, ooh, wasn't what I wanted, but it was the only one there, and there was no price anywhere. I looked at all the codes and number things, and I was like, where did this come from? I don't understand. So then Josh was like, maybe it's in the toy area, and I was like, good idea. So we went to the toys. There's no Adventure Time area. There's like Finn's sword. That's it. I was like, what? Lame. So then we went to, there's a secret like Pokemon card area at our Target. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's a thing. Um, and there was nothing there either, and I was like, okay. So then we went to the books because I was like, we're getting something. I need something to be excited about when I get home. And Josh was like, let's get Sudoku. And I was like, I love Sudoku. And so I got Sudoku because Sudoku is awesome. And Josh got cryptogram crap. And I was like, yay. So then we were looking at young adult books because that's our life. And I don't even know, man. So, big giant book. So I got this big giant book that is literally my Bible. Like it's, okay. You ready? So I'm not ready to show anyone in life. Bum, 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 bum. So, I don't even know. I don't even know. I saw it. Like at first, I saw another Rick Riordan book. It's still going. The other series that he has, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I saw below that there was another comic. I know he's doing the Percy Jackson comics, which apparently must be finished because he's working on. Well, someone is working on the other series comics. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I looked up, and there this book was, and I was like, what do you mean? I didn't look into it. I didn't open it. I didn't do anything. I was just like, I need this. It was $18. This big giant book. Super thick. Super thick. Also, only at Target, signed by Rick Riordan and the illustrator, John Rocco. 30% off. I don't understand. But inside is everything I've ever wanted in life, really. It really is. Like, I thought it would just be, just Percy Jackson, like, character bios to the gods, and I was like, cool, I really want it, but it's not, like, legit. But in fact, it's actually stories, the mythology stories of the gods, and they're written in his language, like, they're written so they're fun to read. Like, and then the illustrations of, let's say, Hades kidnapping Persephone. Like every picture I saw, I was like, oh my god, this is when, and then, oh my god, oh my god. I was like, I'm just watching the anime after reading the manga of mythology, pretty much. I was like, oh my god. And then at the back, which I think I spoiled for myself, so I didn't read it yet, I just flipped through it, and I was like, oh my god. Let me find it. There's an afterword. An afterword. But it's signed by Frackin' Percy Jackson. What? What? Did I just spoil the fact that this book is written by Percy Jackson? Like, is this his language? Is this Percy Jackson's, like, book? Does that make sense? Probably not. Because it's supposed to be written by Rick Riordan, but it's written by... It's like finding a new book of J.K. Rowling's and getting to the end, and it was like, Sincerely, Harry Potter. And I'm like, whoa. It was written, this is Harry Potter's book. Clearly it's Harry Potter's book, but written by J.K. Rowling. You understand. Why am I talking? But, so this is my Bible. I can't bring it to work, because, like, I don't want to bring the slipcover, obviously. But, like, look how geeky. So geeky. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can show you the signature. The signature's good. The signature's real good. Oh my god, I'm in love with it. Get your Greek on. So good. This is literally the only thing that's... Oh, Gilmore Girls. But this is the second thing that's keeping me happy. 14-minute video. No big deal. Anyways, so I work at 3:30 tomorrow. I'm literally in denial until I have to leave. I have pizza in the fridge, soda, chai latte. I'm not gonna think about things that are bad. Anyways, so this is that video of 100-minute length. I have nothing else to talk about. I hope work is going better for you. The drama you told me about sucked and was childish as poop. So I hope people are growing up a little bit there. Doubtful, but I hope so. Anyways, I will see you sometime, hopefully. The dumb part about my schedule is that I won't find it out until Friday. So the weekends are like, oops, hope you don't have plans. It's really dumb. I'm just thinking of many reasons why I shouldn't be there. It's dumb. But I'm genuinely doing good with working. I just want to find a better job already. 2 days in, normal conversations with yourself. I'm gonna still work at Tops though. Like, I'm gonna look around as well. And maybe I can go to a different department because there's been really nice people at Tops, like the store manager who I've seen like every day since I've been to Tops, like interview, orientation, first day, second day. He knows my name. Like, he's like, oh, Eric, how's everything going? Hope that's good for you and stuff. Yeah. He's really cool though. Like, it's a really nice place. I don't know. Anyways, rant. I will see you when I see you, and words. So, have a good day. You'll see this tomorrow. So, yeah. Hope you had a good day, and love ya and such. Bye.